Hi, and welcome to On the Shelves at ACPL. Today we are talking about the horror offerings that we have here at the library, and I have pulled some movies, pretty recent movies that definitely fit that horror genre. So let's get started. Our first is The Haunting of Hill House. This is based on a very famous novel by Shirley Jackson. I watched most of this last year on Netflix and was terrified. So it is if you do not know the story, it is the story of of 5 siblings. Their youngest commits suicide. They come back to Hill House and are trying to confront both the demons in themselves and in each other, but also maybe some of the supernatural demons that exist in this very spooky house. The next is Annabelle Comes Home. This is a continuation of the Annabelle stories and the Conjuring universe. Annabelle is locked up in a case in a special exhibit room, but she gets out and she awakens all the evil spirits and all of the other artifacts that are in that room with her, and they must come and find a way to fight Annabelle and to end her reign of terror once and for all. Our next is Blu-ray only. It is The Dead Don't Die, the greatest zombie cast ever disassembled. Obviously, this is a zombie movie. It has a lot of famous actors in it, and they are all people who live in Centerville, which is encountering some strange phenomena. The night is coming at weird times. There's not so much daylight, and then the dead don't stay dead, they rise, and the other people of the town that are not dead have to find a way to survive this night of terror. Someone is also quoted on the back of this saying that this is one of his funniest movies. So if you are like me and like your zombie movies with a lot of humor, this might be a great pick. The next one is Zombieland Double Tap. This is a sequel to the original Zombieland, which came out a decade before. In this movie, the family has come back together to fight new kinds of zombies that have arisen since the original Zombieland movie, and also deal with some of the growing pains of their not quite so traditional family. Our next movie is The Grudge, the Untold chapter. If you enjoyed the other Grudge movies, this one might be right up your alley. A virus that makes people very angry and do bad things. It simultaneously hits Japan and the United States and leads to death and a lot of violence in both of the countries. The next is The Lodge. It is a story of a father and his 2 children and his new girlfriend, Grace. The family goes to a deserted, remote lodge. The father has to leave to deal with some work crisis, leaves his children in the charge of Grace, his new girlfriend. What he doesn't know is that Grace has some history, and bad things come to this house from Grace's past and threaten her life and the life of his kids. And our last movie is The Turning. This is based on a Henry James novel. A nanny goes to work for a family at a old house in the far north of Maine. She is to work with two children who are emotionally disturbed, have their own issues, but also the house seems to also have some malevolent spirits. And so this nanny must find a way to survive both the house's evil intents as well as the children that she is charged to care for. Those are some of the spooky movies that we have on our shelves. If you'd like to put any of them on hold, you can call any of our branches or go on to our catalog at alamancelibraries.org, or you may now come into the library. We are in our grab and go phase, so you can come in and browse and pick things out yourself. Look at our website to see the hours that we are open on the day that you want to come. Thanks for watching this episode of On the Shelves, and we'll see you next time.